me up. How did you guys do with daylight savings? I woke up and I thought I woke up late, but I woke up on time, not with daylight savings. Really fucked with me. So the DLC target map, power builds, Iowa, that's my state. We have a high Iowa House District 40 representative who's very woke. Heather Sievers. She's on TikTok. She does very well. If she actually pretty woke with it. So in a county that Trump won seeing like by I think like 10 points when the 2024 election came around, she lost only by 300 votes against Bill Gustav, which is a Republican. She is very popular in the area. And she's not, what does that yellow mean? It means battleground state. Michigan's a battleground state. This is a good sign. This is a very good sign for building a coalition of progressive Democrats. Can we hear her? I have TikTok mudded.
We cannot take any more hits financially. We've already had to cut hundreds of service providers. That's our speech pathologists, our occupational therapists, physical therapy, psychology. We have so many cuts that have already happened. Our providers are stretched so thin right now, they can't take on anymore. We've lost a ton of funding, or it's been spread out all over the place, but we were promised by the legislature after House File 2612 passed that 90% of special education funds would not be touched. It would stay with the AEA so we could help provide special education services and keep staff to provide those, which are required by federal law to provide these services to our kiddos, including my daughter with disabilities.
Mother of a disabled daughter. We should give your support to candidates like her. She is a very good. I went through her TikTok a little bit this morning after my workout. And honestly,
I'm sitting here listening to the House debate right now, and I really encourage people to do this.
I'll answer your question in a minute. Wednesday, March 11th, fundraiser. Okay, these are fucking loud. And also copyright. But she is doing incredible work for Iowans. Our midterms are so important in Iowa. It's such a red state. It's such a deep red state. No, you're good, Sparky. It's such a deep red state that we absolutely need progressive Democrats who are not institutionally funded. And it sucks because Democrats like her are not getting the support they need from like Chuck Schumer because he doesn't endorse people like them. But as
inflation rises.
Okay, shut up.
Hi, District 40. Heather Sievers here. I'm so excited to let you know I've decided to step up to run for Iowa House in 2026. The reason my family and I chose to do this again is because I've heard you, I've listened to you at your doors, and it's very clear that everyone is looking for an independent leader who will bring the priorities from the community into the State House instead of political agendas. I've got your back on this, and I'm excited to be down at the state capitol working for you.
We love a progressive. Her TikToks are pretty good.
Hey everybody, give me a second of your time because I really truly believe that we have to start getting solution focused, and solutions for problems that people are dealing with across our communities should come from the community. This is what I believe politics should be about. So at the doors, almost every single door, they're still talking about high property taxes, even though the state a couple sessions ago pushed forward a 3% property tax growth cap. And I said, are you feeling an improvement? Does it feel like things have gone down? And people, in fact, are saying no, because our property values continue to go up. Our property
door knocking is so valuable. If you could sign up for canvassing, please do. There's always links for canvassing. Progressive Victory, obviously, they're a very good company to work with for canvassing. If you're in Iowa, Next Century Forum. If you're in like the Polk County area for Iowa, very good group of people. You can always work with people like this. They are a grassroots organization. We need to make some pushes in Iowa. We need to make some huge, big pushes in Iowa. I gotta just see this. I'm just curious what Republicans are pushing back on.
Families can't afford Heather Seaver's costly agenda. She ignores medical experts, pushing for sex changes on minors.
Not happened once. By the way, never happened once in life. This has not happened once.
And allowing explicit materials in elementary school.
Also not happened. Not happened once. Iowans are so fucking pathetic sometimes. Not pathetic, but afraid of change. I shouldn't say pathetic. Iowans are so terrified of change that this is the type of advertising that works for them. But it's okay. Iowans are also, at the same time, some of the nicest people I've talked to, because I've been in many states around the country and I've talked to different people. I have been able to have conversations with Iowans across the board, political spectrum-wise, who are respectful, even though I'm trans, even though I'm woke with it.
These extreme policies put children at risk, drain public resources, and add to the economic strain.
But obviously there is a significant amount of money behind the Republicans against Heather Seavers.
Means higher taxes, fewer safeguards, and more strain on your wallet. Heather Seavers' agenda puts our children at risk.
We really do need her. We need every Democrat space that we can, and she is doing well in her district. Every single district matters. Please always vote down ballot.
Hi, it's Heather Seavers. I'm so excited to announce that I'm running again for Iowa House of Representatives for District 40.
What a queen.
I'm a nurse, a healthcare leader, and a mother
What a queen.
raising a child with rare disabilities, and I know how hard it is sometimes when the system doesn't work for you. I live here in Altoona. This is one of the greatest places to live, and I'm excited to step up again. As I've been out at your doors, here's what I'm hearing from you. You really care about cleaning up our water. You care about having good end-of-life quality of life and taking care of our elderly people.
My mom is going to nurse school. It's woke. I mean, it's just woke. It's hopeful. I think it's so hopeful to see people like her because she works with the medication. And Iowa is a very old state. We do need to protect our elderly. And I'm not one of those people that hates on the old people because they vote like Republican, but like they do deserve to be protected from the government in the same way that the government needs and has a responsibility to take care of them. Iowa also has a big water quality problem. She is tackling the issues that are important, but also being progressive on issues that are social issues. But obviously that's not the focus because it's Iowa. You got to be realistic here.
You want better access to healthcare and insurance company accountability. You want to build up the economy and make this a great place to live and work. We can do this together, and I want to get into that state house so I can be there to work for you. Your priorities are mine, and I'm excited to be that independent leader you're asking for.
And this all started because when I found out in November 2023 that Republican legislators would potentially do something for the AEAs, that's when it really started. Seaver's 7-year-old daughter has a rare disability. She needed a lot of help from early in her life to build strength to walk, to learn how to communicate through technology and sign language. She has overcome many barriers because of early inventions that the AEA provided. Their care, his training helped Seaver's daughter to keep up with her classmates and progress far more than she was expected to because of her diagnosis. Before the legislative session, Seavers organized thousands of Iowans across the state to testify at the Capitol and tell legislators how important AEAs have been to their families. They managed to improve small parts of the bill, but right before it was passed, the sections that had been removed were brought back. We ended up with the same bad bill we started out at the beginning of the legislative session, and I felt thousands of families' heart break when that bill went forward. Underfunding our schools again this year. Iowa Republicans do not like funding schools. Iowa Republicans are kind of trying to dismantle, and granted this is around the country, but just especially in Iowa are trying to dismantle public funded schooling. If our legislators aren't going to listen to the voice of the people, they don't really deserve to be in that seat, so I decided to step up to run. Her opponent, Bill Gustaf, voted in favor of the voucher bill, but he wasn't in the room when the votes happened for the AEA bill. And he never shows up. When you start talking to people, they start to realize that everything really does tie back to politics. A lot of things that they're frustrated about. There are things we can do to work through legislation. The main thing that everyone is educated on, though, that's happening in our public education system is the AEAs. I ran because I'm really tired of political games. I want to be able to make politics better by actually listening to the voice of the people and voting that way. Absolutely amazing language. I put my full faith in her winning. We need people like her. Straight up, we just need people that are popular, progressive-minded Democrats. She focuses on the issues that are truly important to the people around her. And she's not, I mean, no bullshit from her stuff. She has no bullshit from her stuff. I just wish the Democrats would back her. Same thing with Graham. Democrats will not back Graham Plattner because they do not like progressive. Democrat leaders are starting to rip my life apart before he launched his Senate campaign, which I'm not surprised by. Is leading Jane Mills by 30 points most recent poll. Is he? Please, 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 please. Plattner leads Mills. Oh, yes, this is good. Good news. Every single race matters in this midterm. I can't stress this enough. Legitimately, every single race matters. Democrats and Republicans are saying like, oh, there's only a couple races. Every single one matters. If we can flip as many seats, there are so many seats that are able to be flipped. Oh, they announced the campaign on Tuesday, and all the negative stories began to drop on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday that week. You don't have to do a lot of deep thinking and finding connections there. Yeah. And the mainline Democrat Party just doesn't support them. They're afraid. The mainline Democrat Party is afraid of progressive mainline Democrats who have big support from the people because they don't follow the same lines. Yeah, once in a generation.
It was one of the best nights Democrats have had in a very, very long time.
We flipped every single targeted seat that we had targeted.
And we're going to keep winning. And that is going to set the tone and the stage for the 26 midterms. The midterm elections are shaping up to be a once-in-a-generation opportunity to win elections all across the country. The DLCC has the strategy to meet this moment, and it all starts with our state legislatures. The majorities and the power we win in the states this year will determine the future of our country. We cannot let this moment pass us by. We have to be ready to compete everywhere.
That's why the DLCC is updating and expanding our target map of opportunities that our data and strategy have put within reach. We're adding multiple battleground chambers to our map where majorities are in play and more than a dozen chambers where Democrats have important benchmarks of power within reach. The work begins now to fund.
Yerp. Get people to vote. Voting is so important. If people say they don't vote, please try to get them to vote. There's no excuse for not voting. Every single item matters. Vote down ballot. Don't just vote for the first couple of options. You have to vote the entire ballot. And mostly, if you're in a red state, please vote Democrat. Things will get... I could see genuine improvement going forward. I have a lot of hope, and probably because it's a naive hope, that I don't want to get disappointed like I did in 24. I don't want to be heartbroken like that. But the special elections and what it's shaping up to be in 2026 is giving me a lot of hope. This year is going to be very, very, very important for the future of the Democrat Party and the future of the country. So please, please, please vote. I will not be stopping talking about midterms for the rest of the year.